Let's go on, 1, 2, 3. Ah! I'm in.
Slow down, nice and slow, brake.
Helo, a croeso nôl I Pembrey, Howard yn y Garej. Pethau fawr heddiw. Tyres mawr, olwynion mawr, 5 tynnell, 5,000 newton meters o torque, a 1,100 horsepower. Na ti, machine reit fawr. A dyma un yn nhw. Man, mae'n dweud ar y ffrant. Gad ni'n mynd I weld y man sy'n gyrru'r man.
How are we doing, all right?
I'm all right. What's your name?
Jake.
Jake Evans, you are, aren't you?
That's me.
Are you any relation to the Evanses from North Wales?
That's unfortunately not, no. I know it's a Welsh name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your lorry. What do you call it? Truck or a lorry?
Truck to us, yeah. We built it ourselves.
Right.
We've got a commercial workshop back at home in Stoke-on-Trent. That's where we're from.
So you're here for a 2-day test here in Pembrey.
That's it.
Pre-season test, yeah?
Yes, yes.
So is this the first time you've run this truck?
Yeah, so this is my first truck. Well, this is my second time driving this truck.
You
so
look,
I'm
don't
a
look
novice
very
to it.
old, like,
No,
actually.
25 I am now.
25 are you, fair play.
Yeah, so...
You're a bit of a junior then?
One of the youngest here.
Oh, you're going to have a hammer this weekend,
Not,
aren't you?
not quite the youngest, I think.
Oh, there is somebody younger than you.
There's a lad over there who's slightly younger than us, yeah. I think.
So give us a brief resume of your truck then. Obviously, that's the engine. It's got Cummins on top of it.
That's it, yeah. We run a Cummins 11-litre engine.
11 litre.
It's about 1,000 horsepower,
About
them
1,000,
ones are, because
right.
they're smaller than the
Yeah,
A-class engines like.
yeah.
Just a standard Eaton Fuller gearbox behind it, a road truck gearbox, and then standard truck diff, but they're locked rear differential, so we have
Locked
to
rear
plate and lock that so
Right.
it's solid at the back.
How difficult is that to drive then? Because lock diff, you know, once she starts to go sideways,
yeah.
you've got to control it on the throttle.
Yeah, and a bit of brake
Is there a
as
lot of electronics in the controls then, or is there a cable doing the throttle or what?
Yeah, so it's a wire throttle, not by cable as in a mechanical
Yes.
engine. It's a
It's a
throttle by
fly-by-wire.
That's
Right,
it.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's an electronic engine as mandated now by the championship. Everyone has to
Championship,
run one of them.
right, okay.
We used to have a lot of issues with smoke years ago
Yes.
from the old engine, so everyone's on a electronic one.
Are you trying to be a little bit more eco-friendly now and not using putting out too much smoke and what have you?
100%. Yeah, the championship's we've been on a mandated fuel for 3 years, I think now.
Diesel, obviously diesel.
HVO, so a vegetable oil, hydrogenated vegetable oil. Yeah, so it's
And what are you restricted with a turbo then? Is it restricted on the turbo?
So we aren't in this class this year, but the A class are introducing it
What
for
size is that
2025.
turbo?
It's a 5-inch outlet.
And what'll that boost to?
About 4 bar.
4 bar.
4 bar.
4
on that
bar,
one,
that's
yeah.
a lot of boost, isn't it?
Once you've wound her up, she'll give 4 bar out. She's quite big, you see, so she takes some winding up. So she takes quite a few revs to keep her on song.
And then these tanks and what have you, they're all for brakes and cooling.
That's it, yeah. So
Brakes, drum brakes or disc brakes?
no discs front
Discs,
and rear.
front and rear.
Standard truck
Standard
brakes.
brakes.
Yeah, but obviously we run the water cooling. So
Right, okay.
as you mentioned, we've
Now,
got the
that
water
engine
tanks.
doesn't look like it's in a standard place for a truck, though.
No.
That's normally underneath the driver, isn't it?
Yes.
So you've moved it back for weight distribution and for traction, I assume.
Exactly that, yeah. So we're generally obviously super light on the rear end, which
Right.
is where we've only got traction from the
And
rear.
what about
so
suspension? Is
standard leaf springs,
Oh, you've got
so
some
we don't
shock
run.
absorbers there, yeah?
We don't run
Penske all the way
coils.
from America.
All right, proper
Trump will be
stuff.
taxing you on them.
No, yeah, we got them in before.
Yeah, well done.
But yeah, no, standard leaf spring truck springs. They
Right.
are a racing
There's the
spring,
spring,
but
that's
they're
the spring there.
derived from a road
Yeah, and
spring.
then you've got the shockers there. And the same on the front?
Same on the front, yeah, same setup, springs
And a
shockers.
massive power steering rack somewhere too.
That's it, yeah, steering box on the right-hand side. and then-
Tyres? Tell me about tyres.
So they're a GT Race Tune V3 tyre, so they're a mandated championship tyre that we all have to run.
How
we all
much
have
are
to
they?
purchase. Oof, I think we're over 300 and something pound each now.
300 and something pound each.
Yeah.
And how long will a set of tyres last? All day, all week, all one race, or what?
No, we might do some rotation out of a brand new set of 6 and do a full weekend, and then you might have some to do some testing on it the next weekend. So you're probably looking at 4 to 6
Tyres for a weekend.
Yeah,
okay.
to have a good weekend, yeah.
If I wanted to take his truck home today, how much do you want for it?
It's all about what someone's willing to pay for it. That's it's the biggest
Where
thing
are we
with
at,
these.
like? 200 grand, 300 grand?
If you went and spoke to the A-class boys with what they've got, they'd be over the 100 grand mark.
Over the 100 grand.
Given that we're in the B and, with the engine and
Yeah.
whatnot that's in it, it's going to be far less than that.
Right.
But it's such a difficult thing to value. No, sorry.
What are all these dials and buttons for then?
So we've got all to do with the brake and the...
Braking seems to be very important here.
It's so 100%, yeah. The water application and the brake pressure application.
So there's water constantly being squirted on the brakes, or it goes round circulating?
So it sprays up through little sprayers that come up to the vents.
It's discharge?
Yes, all the way through.
So you have to top the water up?
Yes, so we run...
How long will the water last?
These tanks, well, we get sort of 20, 25 minutes max. So when we're testing, we might run a 25-minute stint, but a race is only a 15 stint.
So what's all the other... What's those big blue knobs?
Those blue knobs are your regulators for your water pressure.
Right.
So if you're running hot on your brake temp sensors...
And you can look on there, I'm running hot, give it a bit more...
So we have alarms set for set brake numbers, and then we'll wind more water on if we need.
Do other forms of motorsport run water cooling? I used to run water cooling on brakes in rally cars years ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's just the size and the weight. It takes that much stopping, doesn't it?
So what's this? This is all your controls?
Yeah, the cam pad, yeah.
Input and output and tank?
Yes, so we can alter the amount of sort of bias on the foot brake valve to how much we get front and rear, so that's exactly what that's
Do you do that mid-race?
Generally not, it's more for tweaking it in, like today we might play with that, the conditions. Yeah, if it goes wet, you take a little bit more off.
Obviously you've got a gearbox, you've got to change gear.
Yes.
What is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Standard
Override?
Yeah, so we've got a split there. We've locked our gearbox in high range, so we've effectively only got the top 4 gears.
You've only got top 4 gears,
yeah.
Okay.
5, 6, 7 and 8.
And this is a standard cab from a man.
Exactly, yeah. So this is a very, very early MAN cab, which obviously we have to cut the roof off and drop the cage in, bolt the cage to the floor, and then weld the roof back on. So, yeah. So not that difficult. Pedals. Oh, one whacking great big brake. Yeah, it's a standard pedal box. We just obviously welded it on.
Use the clutch to change gear?
Yes, we do, yeah. You don't have to, but it does make it easier.
With
this older box, you don't really have to, but the newer stuff from the A-Class, you will.
Yeah. No, fantastic. Fantastic. It looks really meaty and exciting in there, like.
Oh, you'll have a great time later.
Thank you very much.
Perfect, thank you.
Hali pwys i ma, Scott Williams, a'r boi bech syni. All right, boys, ti'n iawn?
Ie, good job.
Ti di wneud y job ma o blaen, do, clywes i?
Do, eisiau mewn i'n cwbl o blynydde nôl.
Do?
Ie. So
Oedd o'n pretty exciting?
O, wir, ai.
Weles i ryw footage o chi yn... Gael dyn bach o moment ro hwnna?
Byddwn i'n gweud moment. Ie, so'n credu oedd y mechanics yn hapus ar ôl ni.
Oedd y boi yn y truck efo ti?
Do.
Y boi yn symbio'r truck?
Oedd.
O, yes.
Ie, Oliver yn gyda.
Ie, weles i hwnna, oedd o'n tyfu bech yn scary o'n i'n meddwl. O'ch chi'n pretty close i'r tyres?
Na, all under control o'n i'n meddwl.
All under control, ie, wir. Be di'r technic i gyrru rhain? Achos mae yna sôn, dwi'n mynd i cael spin o'n i'n rhain later on.
O, i bonus, o'n i wedi cael tyma bach o sioc. Un dar speed nhw, a sy'n pwysau ti ar y wheels all, so mi eisiau bod tyma bach yn ofalus.
So os understeer yn ffrant e?
A na'n troi mewn yn really good.
Dwi wedi bod yn siarad efo boi draw fan hyn, wan. 5 ton, 1100 horsepower, a 5,000 newton meters o torque. Wyt ti'n gallu credu hwnna?
Ie, na, mae fe'n, fel o'n i'n gweud, mae nhw'n surprisingly, mae power a jawl yn nhw.
5 ton?
Ie.
5 ton, ti'n bo? Mae yna hwnna, beth yw hwnna? 3.5 escorts, ti'n bo?
Byddwn i'n gweud 10 escorts yn i'n bildo.
Lle mae'r Stuart Oliver yma? Are you Stuart?
Depends who's asking.
Well, I'm Howard Davies.
Oh, hi, Howard.
And I think you recognise this chap, do you?
Yes, I've seen this guy. I'm still shaking from my last experience with him.
Was it that bad?
No, we're covered.
Can we just have a little bit of clarification as to... Because I'm going to be lucky enough to drive one of these trucks a bit later on, and I've had a little bit of...
Can I just stop you there? Which one? Because you're not getting in that one.
My fault.
I learned from experience.
Yes. No, I'm not in this one, no. But I've just been asking Scott about it, and he's played it down, really. Here we are. Nice bit of line on there.
Do I really want to see this?
Lovely line. Just overcooked it there, yeah? Kept the throttle on too long. Look how close you were there.
Yeah.
So how did you feel in there?
I can't really see on camera, but he was in full control. I was confident. Ish.
Wasn't sure.
No, he was good. He was
Look how close you were to... Yeah, there we are. So what have I got to do to stop that happening today?
Maybe don't take any tips off Scott.
Right.
Yeah. And stuff.
So you went into... You come out the hip and you come round that right-hander. Were you flat out then, or were you
no,
up the box?
I probably went on the throttle a bit too early.
Too early.
Yeah.
It's very delicate.
Are you left for braking?
A little bit, but you needn't worry about that.
No, I'm not into that, to be honest.
No, just forget that.
I get it all mixed up and end up crashing.
When you go on the throttle, just go gently.
Right.
Gently.
Not like that.
Not like that. Because like that goes like that.
Right.
I'm used to this.
Yeah. Used to big old long wire throttle cable. Yeah. Wah, 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 wah.
Whoever's fortunate enough to have you driving their truck, maybe we should put a stronger spring so it doesn't go down.
Right. It's a fly-by-wire throttle, isn't it? It's not a cable. It's not a throttle cable as such.
We could put a bungee tape round the throttle pedal and then up to a certain part of your body.
So your anatomy, yeah.
Yes. So if you push it too quick, you know about it.
You know about it, yeah. Are you having a good day in Pembrey?
Yeah.
You've been in and out. What are you fiddling with?
This truck, we've rebuilt it over the winter.
Right.
So we're doing a lot of changes.
What does rebuilding it over the winter actually mean?
Well, because I wrecked it.
So what have you done? New gearbox, new engine?
No, chassis was twisted.
New chassis?
Engine was blown, chassis was twisted. It basically went over the barrier. Where Scott went close, I went even closer. In fact, I was on the other side, so it twisted it. And
what's always interesting, I'm always keen to know on cost. So how much does it cost you to rebuild this truck over the winter? How much is an engine rebuild?
About 50,000, right? Yeah. And then the rest is just time, labour. Yeah, that's right.
And your engine is producing how much?
1,200 horsepower.
1,200 horsepower. Yeah. 5,000 newton meters of torque.
That's right. Yeah. It's all from a 6-cylinder turbocharged.
How big are the pistons?
They're 12 litre in 6, so that they're a small dinner plate.
Small dinner plate.
For me.
Right. Oh, fantastic. Nice big dinner plate piston.
Yeah, the stroke is short, but you get a lot of compression. They're a steel piston rather than an aluminium piston, because you get that much fuel in, that much air in, you get such a sort of burn.
A massive burn, yeah.
If it was an aluminium piston, it just melted.
It melts.
So
how long will that engine last for you? Will it do a season?
Yeah. Should do a season.
Gearbox?
Gearbox will last as long as you.
Is it a standard box or is it a special box?
Pretty much a standard box out of a heavy haulage type truck.
Right. What did it come from?
An MEN road truck, like a heavy haulage one. One that pulls a machine, like a low loader.
Low loader or something. Yeah. Big 6-wheeler.
Correct. That's right. Because of the torque.
Yes.
You need something that can deal with it.
Deal with the torque.
But as long as you're gentle with your gear changes, and so that you don't just.
Do you use the clutch to change gear?
Yeah.
Every time.
Every
Up
time.
and down.
Up and down. Yeah.
No clack. None of that.
No.
Did you do that?
No. You can't do that.
But
then it doesn't last long. You know what I mean? But in Scott's case, it was manageable.
I've come down here today and my eyes have been opened pretty big actually, because there's a lot to it, isn't there? You've got to do the full laps, you've got to not use all the water, you've got to not cook the brakes, you've got to not slide sideways, and
you've got 20 trucks, you're doing a rolling start. At Pembrey here, we're going down the start, all doing 100 mile an hour.
Into one lane.
20 of us into one tight right-hander. It's like trying to go into Tesco's car park or any other supermarket available.
Is this an accelerated tractor drive?
Oh, fantastic.
You love it.
Beautiful, yeah, beautiful.
And what do you do when you go from here this weekend now? What will you take away after 3 days testing here? Will you have a full spec purely for Pembrey, or will it be a spec for the season?
It'll be a broad spec for the season, but obviously we'll come here in May. Yeah. So what damper settings we'll find are the most optimal performance.
Relatively smooth circuit. There's not many bumps and undulations here.
The only bumps is around this bit, which
the exit,
around the left hand.
Scott's corner.
Scott's corner. That's right. We have that up our way, Scott's corner.
This championship looks like it's pretty well organised.
Oh yeah. It is good. It's.
How many times have you done it? How many? What year is
I started in '98, so I've done it a few years now. So we're doing a lot of maths here.
30.
We should have brought a calculator.
26, 27 years.
That's right.
Have you won it yet?
10 times.
Oh Christ! Well done. Oh, you're pretty good then.
Oh, I've done a bit. Yeah.
Fantastic. Nice to speak to you.
Very good. Yes. Good luck this afternoon.
The sun is shining in Pembrey.
And I'll be watching and viewing
with great interest.
From sort of back on the bank.
I'm no hero. I was a co-driver through my rallying life, and co-driver is an aggravated driver, and so I'm not going to set any records, and my history of motorsport is pretty poor, to be honest.
Well, today is the day you can really
in all fairness,
shine.
It is, Scott.
You can shine today.
I made more enemies than friends.
More worried about how they're going to get him in, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
To take the top
it's just padding. I'm sure it's just padding. It's just coming to just.
Hey, when we get in there, it'll be in out to be the problem.
No, you'll be fine. Once you're in there, you'll be snug, strapped in, you'll be fine.
To infinity and beyond. What's in? Do the zipper. No, they're twisted. I can't be doing this. Back from infinity and beyond. Hello, David. How are you, all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
I understand that you're mad enough to let me have a spin in your truck.
I am, yes. We've had a bit of trouble today with the steering, but yeah, you're going to test drive it.
Thank you very much. I'm really looking excited.
It's good to meet you.
I've done a few laps around Pembrey, but I've never been in a truck before, so I want to watch you first.
Yeah. We'll go out. I'll do a couple of laps, sighting laps. You can passenger, see where we are, and then you can have a go.
Well, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like a great big Escort with 1,000 horsepower. Oedd y grip ar y ffrant yn anhygoel. Ond wedyn, ti gofod bod yn daclus a ti gofod bod yn beryglus. Achos, os wyt ti'n wyllt, newch chi llanast. A dwi'n misio wneud llanast. Dwi'n misio wneud llanast. Ti gofod 1, 2, 3. Ah! I'm in. Set yet. Are they going in?
Sideburns are
well, easy. Easy dog.
So basically, when we go out,
Yeah.
the brakes on this are water cooled.
Yeah.
So when we first go out, we don't want any water on the brakes.
Right.
So you've got switches here. One says charge,
Charge and
one
brake.
says brake.
Yeah.
Those two need to go up.
Once
So
I've done.
go out, and after you've done, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 corners,
Yeah.
flick them on.
Press the start button, the green illuminated button under the ignition. Hold it. That's it. Just wait a minute, let the air build up.
Can I just press the throttle to the floor? That's all I got, a throttle, yeah?
That is it.
That's it, fine.
The brakes are off now.
Just quick roll off the clutch, just try and pull away for me.
Wait for the green light at the end of the pit lane. Just toodle up, nice and slow. Keep it as you are, nice and slow, about 60 k's. If it doesn't go green, you'll have to start. Go. That's it. Slow down, nice and slow, brake, nice and slow. Try not to hit the curb. Stay out wider.
Oh. My foot hit the brake under the clutch.
Slow down. What, on your gear lever, where's the switch?
Down.
So it's down at the bottom,
Down.
yeah?
It's down.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Nice. Speed it, slowly, go. Lift, brake in a straight line.
Turned in too early here.
Don't hit the curb. Nice, now go. Slowly, gradual, nice and gently. Now, that's it, straight line. That's it, now turn. That's it, slowly on the power, slowly. Now get top. You want to be out wide. Right, you're flying a little bit. Slow it down. Now go to the apex. Stay out wide. Go on. Now turn. Go. Slowly. Nice. Right, that's it. Stay a bit wider. Try off that curb. That's it. On this corner, straight line, stay out wide. Stay wide. Now turn. Brilliant. Good?
Brilliant.
Good.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Really good. For your first time, that was good. It takes a bottle, doesn't it? That was really good fun. Done very well.
I got every corner perfect once, but every other time...
You did.
That's all that matters.
I got them all wrong in the combination.
Just piecing it together.
Yeah, it is.
What a workout, eh? Good workout though, wasn't it? You enjoyed it, didn't you?
I did enjoy it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it, yeah.
That was quite stressful for you sitting in there.
I take it in my stride. I had confidence in you.
Did you feel
Done
unsafe
really
at
well.
all?
No.
When I hit the brake and the clutch all at the same time?
No, you had it all. You had it under control all the time.
My foot was jamming
That was
on
a
that
mistake.
plate there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Shoes are too wide.
No, it's really
It's
good.
good, it's good. What I didn't want to do, I didn't want to tire and I didn't want to make a mistake.
No.
And I'd enjoyed myself and I'd had a great time and I thought, right, it's time to go in now.
Yeah. I think the sweat sort of told me it was time to go in. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, that's good.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Brilliant. I don't know what it looked like. It probably looked pretty slow. But I can tell you I had your truck sideways 3 times over there.
As long as you had fun, that's what
I wasn't slow.
Huh?
You wasn't that slow. You tidy it up. You definitely can control it. Definitely. That was good. That was good fun. So you're going to start truck racing, yeah?
I wouldn't say start truck racing, but I think I'll probably come down for the meeting. Yeah.
Thing is, now you've experienced it, you know what it's like, then you'll appreciate the racing,
Yeah,
won't
sure,
you?
that's
That's
exactly
the
right,
thing.
yeah. Dwi'n newid wneud 6 lap ar y truck yma. Ti'n bound yn dod lawr i Pembrey and the 17th and 18th of May I wasio truck racing. Anhygoel! Coeliau I fi! Woo!
Bit more energy.
Dwi'n newid wneud lap yn y... Ti'n lawr ar y 17th, 18th of May. Mae'n a burger fan ma. Newid wneud 6 lap yn y truck yma. Tyd yma a 17th, 18th of May, truck racing yn Pembrey. Edrych ar y website, ti bound o ddod. Mae'n anhygoel. Got read the shoes from there.